What's up, everybody, and welcome into the 24/7 Sports channel, and a very special welcome to everyone watching on CBS Sports HQ and the CBS Sports app. We are here tonight because one of the very best players in the national high school class is ready to announce his college commitment, Braylon Mullins, who I believe is the best shooter in high school basketball from Greenfield Central High School in Indiana. He is a five-star prospect, currently ranked 16th overall, number 4 shooting guard in the country, number 2 in Indiana, 6'5" and 180 pounds. And as I said, this is a player who I believe is the best shooter in all of high school basketball. He has what we like to call in the gym range. Wherever he is on the floor, he is a threat to pull up. But as you can see, he's also got more to his game. He can make plays to the rim. He's a good vertical athlete. He's also an exceptional, and he has good positional size on top of that. So quite a prospect who is set to announce his college commitment. He had recruitment from just about every program in the country. In fact, I don't think it's a stretch to say he may have been the most recruited guard in the country, but he is down to 3 finalists in Indiana, North Carolina, and Connecticut. Without further ado, I'm going to send it out to my colleague, Travis Branham, who is with Braylon at his high school.
Welcome to Greenfield Central High School. I am Travis Branham, a national recruiting analyst here at 24/7 Sports. And sitting next to me is Braylon Mullins, a 5-star guard, ranking as the number 16 overall recruit in the country. Braylon, it's a very special day for you. But before we get to everything, you have a bunch of very special people up here with you to share in this moment. Wouldn't you to introduce us to everybody up here?
No, so I have my parents to my left, and then both my brothers to my right, and my girlfriend on the right as well. So I'm happy to see everybody here. No, it's a blessing in itself, and it's the community, Greenfield Central. It's different. So
awesome. Well, I want to rewind the clock real quick. This time last year, you were well known around this state, around this community, and around the region. You had a bunch of high majors around the area recruiting you. But fast forward to the summer, and you broke out, not only proving yourself as among the best in this region, but among the best in the country with all the blue bloods calling you. What was that, or what did it take for you to take that next step in your game?
I feel like it was more of the healthy standpoint. Last spring, I had some back issues, and I feel like just resting and taking time for that definitely helped a lot. But also just playing freely. That's what Indiana Elite allowed me to do, and I feel like I took advantage of it, and I'm happy I did, and I'm happy where I'm at.
What was the experience like? Obviously, again, the regional high majors are recruiting you hard, but then it's like overnight, all the blue bloods, Duke, Kentucky, UConn, North Carolina, Indiana, all these heavyweight programs are calling you and wanting to land your commitment. What was that whole experience like?
It was definitely stressful. I mean, just picking up phone calls every day, texting everybody every day. It's hard for some people to do that, but I mean, I took it as a blessing, and just being grateful for it and just enjoying every phone call as I can. But at the end of the day, you can only pick one, even though there could be like 7 really good ones. So I'm happy with the 3 finalists that I picked, and I'm happy with the school I'm going to pick.
Well, awesome. Well, before we get to the ultimate reveal, you didn't get to this point in your journey all by yourself. So I'm going to give you a chance here to just thank and acknowledge all the people that have helped you along the way.
No, at first I would like to thank my family, especially my parents. They've done a tremendous job, and I'm happy where they got me to. They've really got me to the position where I'm at. But also I'd like to thank my coaches, Coach Meredith especially. I mean, I wouldn't want to play for anybody else. Like you're my guy. So, but also Coach Fox, the elite. He put me in a position. I think I started playing with him in 5th grade, and I've played with him since this past year. So those are two coaches that I could play for every day of the week. And then lastly, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. It's good to see all your faces. I mean, I'm going to see a lot of you during the season as well. So I'm really excited for senior year.
All right, Braylon. Time is now. Where will you be playing your college basketball?
No, I'm going to continue my academic and athletic career at the University of Connecticut.
Well, congratulations, Braylon. awesome hometown support here for you. Why did you pick UConn?
I felt like it was the best spot for me out of the 3 finalists I had. I didn't want to play for any other coach than Coach Hurley. He's a player's coach, and player development was definitely a key piece for my development, and I knew he would get me somewhere with my goals, so I wanted to play for him.
You're the third commitment for Dan Hurley in this 2025 class, joining 2 other top 30 recruits in Eric Reeby and Darius Adams. What is it about Dan Hurley and that coaching staff that's really resonating with the top recruits like yourself?
I mean, I kind of think it speaks for itself. You win back-to-back national championships. It's like, why do you not want to play for somebody who wins? So it's definitely something I'm really excited for. I mean, I'm excited to get this stress and relief of committing, honestly, but just moving on to senior year and then getting the stores. I'm excited for it.
Well, I know the fans up in stores are also very excited for you to get there. I'm sure they've been watching at home your highlights and everything leading up to this moment. But tell them, in your own eyes, what will you be bringing to that program?
I'm bringing, I mean, everybody knows me as a shooter, but I want to bring more than that. Just an athlete in itself. I'm gonna try to do the best of my ability of anything and everything that Coach really asks for. So it's something that I want to prove to everybody.
Awesome. Well, Braylon, thanks again for sharing this moment. Congrats to you and good luck to you this season. We look forward to watching your career unfold. So for more on what this means for UConn, back to you, Adam.
All right. Well, you want to know how big this is? Dan Hurley described a recruitment earlier today at Big East Media Day that he said he was, and I quote, obsessed with. That's how much of a priority Braylon Mullins has been for this UConn program throughout the summer. Again, we are talking about the player that I consider to be the very best shooter in high school basketball. He has deep range, well beyond the three-point line, and he shot 47% from 3 in 3 SSB play, and that was on more than 6 attempts per game. He's someone who can make threes off the dribble. He's a movement shooter, and he is a transition threat as well. As I said, you cannot overemphasize just how deep his range is. But as he alluded to, he's not one-dimensional. He can put the ball on the floor and attack a closeout. He can rise up at the rim for some big dunks. He's a very good rebounding guard. And then most of all, this is a very strong defender. The best way to summarize all this is a player who fits into a coveted role for UConn offensively, but who is going to be every bit as capable of changing the game on the defensive end of the floor the way Dan Hurley has historically liked to do. An absolute perfect fit for Dan Hurley and the UConn Huskies. For much more on this, you can visit 247sports.com. We've got you covered there as always, 247sports.com, wall-to-wall team coverage, recruiting rankings, and transfer portal updates.